Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as we get ambushed again, because this is still not done. Yeah, indeed, there's more of them. Did they? No, they haven't spawned yet. At the very end of last episode, I actually you got to see the me healing over here and them spawning up there. And yeah, that was a thing. So great for everybody. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm really sure now. Who's that? Who comes here? Okay. They stopped. No, they went back. Oh, that's really bad. That's just really bad. Okay, let's position everybody in a way that Valerie gets to attack. Or gets to be attacked, rather, because that is the big concern here. But I can get Gilladel to take the shot so that none of this nonsense continues. And we're all moving forward. And we're all moving over here. Gilladel is just moving even faster. Can you move faster than normal? Nope. That's only auto character. Lovely. I like that so much. Fall back then. Amory, did you get paralyzed? I don't like this. It's bad. Please don't do that. I have Lindsay with me. Also, I have Avinash Jurg. I don't know that we're supposed to be here, by the way. Not 100% sure on that. Okay. Things are going relatively well. I don't like that red thing. Okay. Went all right. That Zotan Roppel is about to die. And nope, not dying. That's probably armor class of 5,000. Actually, we could check. That is their attack bonus of 18. And I want Amory. Yes, 27. It's reasonable enough. Amory, you're doing power attacks. You shouldn't be doing power attacks. You're fighting defensively, though, so that is a problem. We shouldn't be fighting defensively. We should be reckless, although not reckless to the point of everything. My point is everything takes away your attack rating. And Arim has just died because he's an idiot. I kept clicking on. What was exactly? He's blind now. Jeez, seriously, some luck that I have. Okay, now let's see. We don't have spells, so that's a huge problem. We're gonna do sense vitals over here, so that we can do. Well, if you're just gonna stay like that for a while, then stay like that for a while. I think they might all die before I get the chance to do my attacks. Let's do these on here. Or do those fail as well? Or get resisted by magic resistance for all I know. Jethal attacks with a critical hit. Will saving throw failed. And there was damage dealt. Good job. Good job. Let's keep at it. I think you're gonna die, but, well, such is life. I mean, death. That was a miss. Because of concealment. Right, even though we have true vision. Sure. And, well, you're blinded, so I suppose that might explain things of the concealment side of things. It might actually... Ooh, nice critical for 50. Unfortunately, it barely did anything. Critical for 44. Who's dealing that? Is that Amory? Good job, Amory. She's double blinded now. No, she's dazzled. Okay, we did it. My god. My god, these fights. And this is with the multiplier that I said last episode. Or maybe a couple of episodes ago. Because we're fighting with Lindsay. And, just no. So, I do wonder if we're supposed to do that. Let's see. Do I have the... Or, you know, supposed to do any of these. I have remove blindness. Okay, spellbook. Let me look at your spellbook. and at the things that you're gonna have to do without. Yeah, not blindness. Prayer, Archon's Aura, remove curse. Those are all important. Archon's Aura is the one that I use the least. So apparently we just have to have a bunch of remove blindness. We probably have a bunch of the spells or the scrolls that allow you to remove blindness. Okay. And then the spells get cast automatically, so I'm not really too concerned with that. I think these would get cast automatically as well. So yeah, we're gonna rest over here again. And save the game, obviously, before resting. And... curious. Now, I noticed that... What's curious is that there's enemies nearby. I noticed that thing before. There we go. Skip time, you cannot hunt here. No. I'm using rations. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Cannot hunt here, cannot cook here. Just rest. And ramble.
Lindsay, I'm telling you for the last time. Stop checking whether I'm sleeping or meditating. I've told you 100 times I don't need sleep.
Fine, fine. I'm just curious whether you'd snore someday during meditation.
Well, there we go. A little bit of bickering, but with a different character. Lovely. Lovely. Because, you know, we got to hear the bicker. So, I can assume that basically every single character bickers at each other. I think it's a fair enough assumption here. They just hate each other, and will continually complain. It's complainy time when you sleep. The good thing about us having been blinded thoroughly is that we now don't have that damage penalty thingy. That, you know, the thing that we had. Actually, it was only Harim. No, it wasn't. Wasn't it Valerie? I don't know. I'd have to check. Either way, there's people up there. They will probably attack us. We can save in the middle of this, and we just go into this area. The game chugs a lot because I'm saving. Don't worry about it. But I think we have killed all of them. What a lovely place. We're gonna get ambushed anyway.
Well, here is the finale. Irovetti's greatness. Irovetti's triumph. Irovetti's death. 3 acts, just as they teach at the Academy. Screw the Academy. I'm a bard myself, and not the worst one at that. I know better than most that glory and grandeur last no longer than bubbles in a glass of fizzy wine. You know, I didn't really want to fight you. But the fates of rulers in these lands aren't written by you or I, but by a certain fairy we both know. It's for her that fools like us stage our performance age after age. We rise, win, and die at her pleasure. I tried to outwit her, but in the end, everything turned out just like the old crow wanted. Well, at least I tried. Tell me, Queen Ruler of the Stolen Lands, Varnhold, and now, if you get out of here alive, Pitax as well. Tell me, Your Royal Highness, when you are done with Kingslaughter and wipe my blood from the floor, how are you going to rule my lands?
They've never been your lands. Pitax belongs to its citizens, and I shall return it to them.
How noble, as long as they remember to pay taxes, right? All right. Enough talk. Our Lady demands an outcome. Actually, let's give her a shot.
My line over there sort of implies that I will, you know, institute some sort of people-controlled system. You could say maybe democracy, maybe, and not me. It's like, it's specifically a line that you could take as, I'm not going to become the ruler of Pitax. Unless, of course, the citizens want me to. which I'm sure is going to be what the game does, not only because it's, you know, the whole cult of personality thing, but also because that is an easy way to erase any sort of concerns that a sort of a maybe a lawful good character might have in becoming a ruler here. And we're fighting. Unfortunately, it's a Rim who's tanking. Oh boy. It's my confidence that's tanking, by the way. That's what is. That's what it is. Okay, big troll, please stop. Second, we don't have spellcasters. We're just gonna die a lot. Okay, what is this? These are wardens. Those don't matter as much. Irovati, you're gonna take some spells to the face. Or not spells. Arrows to the face, please. That'd be really nice. We got haste over there. That is, I mean, I could cast those. I could have cast those, but, you know, ambushes and all that. I don't like what's happening over here. A permanent nothing? I hate the permanent nothing. Oh, freaking hell, seriously? Oh, well. They're just gonna destroy Lindsay. What is wrong with the game? How is this winnable? In any, like, I get that I'm not casting spells, but you're not supposed to... How do you get buffs here? Gillidel's still up, though. And just focusing on Irovati. Irovati has no cares for that. That was... Why? How exactly did that come to pass? Amory came back? Amory wasn't fighting back here. How exactly did that happen? Because I was just looking at the destruction, really. Well, Lindsay died, but that's that. Well, we did it. Okay, yeah. It's not... It's scarier than it actually is, the fight. Or it's scarier as in, you know, it scares you more than... Or it scares me, anyway. More than it actually being difficult. That's good. That's a winnable battle here. With a team that I has a spellcaster. All because I want her to not leave me, basically. Because she did that once already.
Angelidus, where are you? Come here quickly! I and the briar in my hand command you. Kill her!
Ah, my beautiful peacock. You can't tell love from gold. You sell and you buy. You rob and steal. But whatever you stole can be stolen from you. With what will you pay when everyone sees that the gold in your hand is but a glimmer?
My lady, I was just going to give it to you.
My self-assured peacock. Did you think you could hide from me something that used to be part of me? Don't bother explaining yourself to me. Save it for your little snake. I say only this. Farewell.
Revetti? You're going to pay for everything.
No, no, no! Angelidus, my love, don't!
Okay, I take it back. It wasn't winnable. I mean, it might be winnable. I don't know how tremendously, impossibly difficult to kill this Angelidus is gonna be. But also, those guys showed up. So yay for that. Let's see if I can do anything with Lindsay back here. She does have some spells for healing, if I remember correctly. So she might be able to pull her own weight a little bit. Heroism greater, that's one friendly target, that doesn't really matter. Hold monster, that doesn't work against these big creatures, does it? It's also affected by spell resistance. She does have some healing. Okay, let's go with it. And it's over there, so I can look at it. Those guys seem to not be interested in this fight, which I am very much appreciative of. That is a good thing. 17 healing, that was great. So Angelidus, how difficult are you to kill? Not very difficult. Okay. We didn't learn about Angelidus, did we? Before. I have been turned... Gilladel has been turned into a dog, by the way. That's the thing that happened. But don't worry about it. It's all fine. I'm still shooting. No, I wasn't actually. Wait, your AI didn't activate? Sure. How long are you gonna stay that way? Permanent. This game loves its permanent disfigurements. We can restore it with the restoration. Don't worry about it. Just not during the combat, because I don't want it. I don't want it. Murder. Murder's the snake. And what armor class does it have? It probably is not winnable. I like. You need to min-max the hell and back to win this fight for sure on normal difficulty. Casting defensively, that's not what I want. Valerie attacks and yeah. So that's a hit. Armor class of 54. That's a hit because she rolled a... Wait, what? Oh, she rolled a 20, but then rolled not a critical. That's why it's a hit. And rolled a 2 for the confirmation. She should have rolled... What should she have rolled to confirm the kill or the crit? I don't know, but yeah. 54 armor class. Completely reasonable. That's a thing, for sure. Also, there's a great Grave Knight over here. Attacking the serpent. That might be the reason why those guys are not attacking me. Also, Giladel's about to die, but she's a dog, so who cares? Is she, though? Yes? Okay. So the snake healed itself, or... Or something. I don't know what that is. What happened there? I probably should have seen it, basically. You know, looked over there. Didn't expect it to be... Vampiric Shadow, could it be? 150 health healing is brutal. Charming Gaze. Did that work? I don't think it's gonna work. I think her AI is broken forever. So we have 2 Baleful Polymorphs. And then she... That's another Grave Knight. Okay, so we should be able to kill it. Maybe the Grave Knight is supposed to heal her? I could see that being the case. She doesn't even die! No, there's another Guardian Armor over here. I can't see her. No, she's halfway done. Okay. Another Baleful Polymorph that I don't think took root. We're gonna go ahead and get a heal. Okay. Might as well go for the restoration. Unless, of course, it isn't. Remove curse spell. See, that's why I keep the remove curse around. But there's so many remove things in this game. It's brutal. It's like it's very clear. It's very clearly meant to be story beats once it happens in an actual pen and paper context. You got blinded. Well, that's a story now. That's your story. Did you cast it? Oh, you can't cast it because she's dead. Okay, that sounds good. I think that's why. Hopefully, no, you didn't spend it. Okay, that's good enough. What is... Okay, so we got another one of these fools over here we're gonna attack, and that's the Guardian Armor over there. What exactly is that? She has an ability that heals. Who designed this fight? Who designed the balance for this game? Holy crap. She's back to full health. She's literally back to full health. Let's wait until it's materialized. I think it is materialized now. Yes, drain levels. Absolutely drain levels. Horrid wilting. Okay, well, let me figure out how to beat her. That's how you beat her. That's how you beat her. So she has 39 charisma, by the way. And that's how you beat her, is by reducing your stats, basically. I'm actively cheating now, so it's not even the difficulty. I went into the mod manager and I changed the stats all to 4. Even then, I'm pretty sure she's gonna destroy our life, but there we go. She has, among other 20-something stats everywhere, she has 39 charisma, which just makes her impossible to resist on baleful polymorphs and a bunch of other things. Ah, my god, who, like... Yeah. That, yeah. 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 That's, We never confronted Amar. It's fine. We have disposed of the river pirates, but we actually have failed this thing. Huh, interesting. The river, the War of the River Kings, the River's Justice. Curious. This is what we are supposed to do. Also, what is gonna happen now? So we have Baleful Polymorph. We have Gilladel, who's dead. No, she's back. She's just a dog right now, but that's fine. Everybody loves dogs. And now we can cast the Remove Curse. And of course we're gonna need to sleep. Which fails to dispel because you need to roll. It's fixed. It is done. Also, I think I found a way to fix her constitution. I can change her constitution stat manually with the thingy that I have. So that's good news. For these guys, it isn't. Who's that? That's a were rat. Please kill the were rat. Good. Okay, that's good. On the damage that we're taking. I would rather not. That's a throne. We can investigate the throne. The antique throne is soiled with greasy stains from spilled gravy. Right. Gravy. The thing that only awful people like. Untouched delicacies are getting cold on the table. Because they don't have gravy. That's why they're getting cold. Or rather, you know... That's why they're on the table still. That means that door that we couldn't open before... Wait, did I get you? Yeah, I actually got you. That door that I couldn't open before led directly here. And I would have liked to be able to get in here from a different way, from a different direction. That would have made sense from a level design standpoint. And honestly, would have been more fun than having to fight those big monsters in the entrance. I mean, that wasn't the problem, because you could sleep after. That's not the problem. The two fights, one right after the other, both of them with surprise enemies, that was just brutal. I don't understand if I don't think it is possible to beat that. I remember... I'm recalling now. Hey, what's up?
Don't hit me. I'm not a soldier. I just mop the floors. And I'm a cook. This isn't a sword. It's a kitchen knife. Don't touch us. See, we are leaving.
Yes. I would have believed you if you didn't have the sword. This isn't the sword, this is a kitchen knife thing. Because it makes some sense that he would have conscripted people into his army. So I don't actually know what that is supposed to be. For all I know, they're planning my demise. Are we gonna die here? No. That's how we're gonna succeed. It's all fine. But yeah, I was gonna say, I remember right when I started playing the game, a lot of people, like, by the time I'm in episode 4, a lot of people have finished the game already. That's just the nature of doing Let's Plays on YouTube. And by that time, right around episode 4, we're all gonna die again. People were telling me that this game was very hard, and they were wondering if I was gonna be able to beat it. Well, the answer is no, I won't be able to beat it. with the caveat that beating it means not cheating, basically. So, yes. I guess we have freaking ambushes. My god, I hate this so much. It's like, why? It's just forcing you to reload. Of course, I'm not gonna reload, but still. Let's see what I can do over here. Lindsay is about to get killed because she's being shot at. We have a lot of spells being cast against me. Let me see if I can cast some spells against you in a way that would murder you. Like, for example, Flame Strike. This sounds like a good plan. Go for it. It's gonna be a bad plan, isn't it? Lindsay is still taking damage. Yay, Flame Strike. It did barely any damage, as I know it does. Because, you're so powerful. These people are so powerful at actually fighting enemies with their swords, then that spells barely matter. Lindsay might be about to die. Let's try to prevent that from happening. Nope, let's not prevent that from happening. Where are you in the middle of this mess? You're over somewhere. Okay, let's attack over here. Let's get Valerie over there as well. And let's just do that for right now. Lindsay can die. She's fine. So people were telling me that this game was very hard. I don't think it is very hard. I think it's unbalanced. I mean, it probably... or rather, I don't think it is just that it's very hard. Because it is apparently very hard. Because I'm not one to doubt the people that were saying. But I think more than that, it's unbalanced. This is balanced for people who know the system in and out. And can optimize their characters, like, amazingly. Not from the kingdom management standpoint, because even that side of things is pretty brutal. People, I get comments every day. Not every day. I get comments every week. Let's go with that. In one of my episodes, asking about problems that people are having with the kingdom management, and they lose the game and things like that. What do we have? The armchair is covered with lots of stains from wine, sauce, and something else. Right, we are meant to assume that the something else must be sexual in nature. But, I mean, I think that's what's supposed to be. Because why wouldn't you say urine? Or I suppose other excretions that are not sexual in nature. My point is, basically, D&D is very easy to min-max. And if you see me play through... I have a Let's Play... Or not a Let's Play, actually. Well, it is not a Let's Play. It's just a Twitch playthrough. So I have a playlist with it. Of me going through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with a single character on maximum difficulty. Although after a while, I dropped a... That's actually part of the reason this example works so well. I was playing through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2... that you might have played yourself. You're watching this Let's Play, you might have played yourself, and if you haven't, you might know to be relatively hard games. And they are hard games. They're hard games to finish. On normal difficulty, even on lower difficulties, they're hard games to finish. Specifically the second one, but the first one as well. The last fight is very difficult. But I played through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with a single character on maximum difficulty. And halfway through Baldur's Gate 2, I realized that the difficulty level wasn't actually affecting whether or not I would win any battle. It was affecting. It was just affecting how long it would take. The reason for that is because the difficulty level in Baldur's Gate 2, or in Baldur's Gate in general, works mostly just as a damage multiplier. And my character being one character by themselves, and a spellcaster at that. Although they did have a pretty good health pool, but it doesn't matter. The health pool doesn't matter because my character didn't have any healing items or any. They did have healing items. They just didn't have healing spells, and the whole crux of those battles is casting enough spells or casting the right spells and the right abilities to not be hit at all. And so that's halfway through Baldur's Gate 2, I'm like, I might as well just drop this to normal and make my life a little bit easier, even though it isn't making the challenge of the game any easier, because, I would still die with one hit in most battles. It just didn't change anything. And that's exactly my point. Baldur's Gate 2 is like knowing what I know with now that I have finished. I didn't actually finish Baldur's Gate 2. I couldn't beat the last boss with a single character, and I believe it is impossible with the character that I had. So I'd have to make a different character altogether. I had a sorcerer, and people were telling me right from the beginning that a sorcerer couldn't beat the game. And I was like, but it will, because I have horrid wilting and all the other things. And I ended up not having horrid wilting, and ended up not needing horrid wilting, because horrid wilting is a very good damage dealer. It's a foe-only AoE, bypasses damage reduction, bypasses magic resistance. No, wait. What does it bypass? Oh, it bypasses elemental resistances, but not magic resistance. No, wait. Magic resistance and spell resistance are two different things in Baldur's Gate. Anyway, the point is, I basically did Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with a single character because the game is not optimized for min-maxing. And knowing what I know now, I think we're done here, by the way. Knowing what I know now, that, oh, we need to go over here. About, you know, playing a spellcaster at all, or just the items in the game. If I had a party with me, as well as the character that I built, I would absolutely destroy everything. There would be no contest whatsoever. Maximum difficulty, super ultra difficulty, it doesn't matter. I know the spells. I know how to beat the game. It's not just there's 3 or 4 spells that you need to cast. You need to cast multiple spells in multiple occasions, but I have an idea, and then I learned. And that's the important bit of that game. But I think for beating this game, you need to have that idea, and even then it's going to be very difficult. And I don't think that's good design. I think that might... I just don't think that's... I don't think that's good design. It's basically the long and the short of it. The TLDR, as it were. Are we doing things? I think we are doing things. So I'm purposely not looting anything because I'm leaving that for last. It's just gonna be better because it's a pain in the butt, basically. Looting, it's a pain in the butt. But it's not as much of a pain in the butt as it is in Baldur's Gate, by the way. In Baldur's Gate, it's really no, actually, in the Enhanced Edition, you have a little thing over here that makes it a little bit easier. But it's still, you know, I have inventory management in Baldur's Gate. It's kind of a pain. Baldur's Gate 1 more than Baldur's Gate 2. In Baldur's Gate 2, you get bags of holding. There's terrible noises coming from there. Maybe it's the sexual stains that we were not referencing before. Saving the game there. Let's do this thing. Everybody and their cousin. Oh my god, everybody and their cousin. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna bring Harim to the back. And even... Oh my god, what are you doing? Why are you moving? My god, the AI is dumb as bricks. Harim, attack this big thing. Thanks. You're a darling. You're really not. But I'll tell you, you are. Okay. I think I'm gonna cast the spell now. I think that hits everybody, so that's pretty good. Takes forever to cast, but that's just the nature of 6-second rounds. It's fine with me. I am impeding one of the veterans from attacking me, which is great. What are you doing, Lindsay? You're attacking. Good job. She doesn't look like she's attacking with a crossbow, but that's because she is. The crossbow isn't actually there. I think she does have a crossbow equipped. Oh, it's a bow. That might be... No, it's... I don't know. It's complicated. It's complicated. I don't ask her questions. Let me see what I can do about you right there, because I think that one is shooting Lindsay. There we go. I would shoot Lindsay if it were me, but it's the warden over there doesn't know her, so there's no reason to. Anyway, I know I finished. I know I got level up. It's fine. So yeah. Oh, right. Just to finish up the Baldur's Gate thing, I had a lot of fun. Like, that was so fun playing the game, playing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with just one character. Like, it's super challenging a lot. Like, there were fights that took me 2 hours to figure out. But at the end of the day, it's figuring out rather it's just a kind of a figuring out a combination of spells that will work. And if I were better, if I knew certainly if I knew the rule system better, I would just plow through everybody with a single character. I wouldn't have a problem. And in fact, I got some help from the comments. That's another thing, doing it because I did it on Twitch. I did it live, so I got some help. People were like, yeah, that school of magic that you can't remember, it's evocation, it's not transmutation. And I'm like, yes, I know exactly the difference of those things. That for me is the biggest challenge. And you do need to know, you do need to know those for casting immunity spells in Baldur's Gate 1. I mean, you don't need to in Baldur's Gate 2 specifically, actually. You don't need to if you have a party, because you can just tank through the transmutation spells or evocation or whatever. But a melodic sound like 100 tiny bells rings from under the floor, from the walls, and even from the ceiling. It seems you have activated a magical alarm. Speaking of Baldur's Gate, that's one of the very first things you do in Baldur's Gate 2. And it's all very gruesome and awful. Just terrible. Terrible situation. Baldur's Gate 2 starts. It's like... It's awful. It's a terrible setup. Not terrible as in bad, because, you know, it's kind of fun. And it's pretty fun, actually. Well, what happens once you leave the first dungeon isn't as fun. But we got ourselves Arbiter's Robes for +3 armor class and +3 unarmed attack and roll, attack and damage on unarmed attacks. And then we have the Chariot Wyvern, which is a conjuration spell. Is it? Apparently it is. Oh no, I failed. Of course. Well, we have a level up. Jethal, let's level you up. Can't wait until you're all maximum level, so I know for a fact that I'm not even... Yeah, that thing, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna have to look her up. I can probably just load a previous save, because I have all the saves, and see what her actual constitution is supposed to be, and I can just adapt it. So we're at that level where these things matter a lot. So Lindsay, being one of the advisors, I'm not gonna level her up, because I need to make sure I know which of these things. I think it's charisma, but it might not be. So I'm leveling your strength up instead of your wisdom, because that's the spellcasting modifier. And I barely do that as it is. Knowledge Arcana, go for it. We have some nice spells over here. Death Ward, +4 morale bonus on saves against death spells. See, stuff like that is very important sometimes. Oh, you don't have restoration? You can have restoration. That's pretty good. You still need the item. Overwhelming Presence. That was definitely doing bad things at me. We got heal. Definitely, I'm going to go with a heal. And that's our level up for her. But more importantly, that allows me to just try this again. And I did it. What did she roll? A 10. On a DC 29, and she rolled... What must she have rolled? Like a 3? Yep, she rolled a 3. Lindsay rolled a 1. Yeah, I'm just very lucky with these rolls. But I didn't fear, because I know the stuff that's in there doesn't really matter much of the time. And she's also an advisor. Jethal is. And I gave her strength. I don't like that system. I really don't like that system. Because if you need to choose between having characters that are good for fighting or characters that are good for advising, and no. I mean, it's fine. It's really fine. It's not a problem at all, because I can just reload if I fail. But still, I don't like it. What do we have? Belt of Perfect Components. That's probably where all those stains came from. This belt makes first and second level spells cast by its wearer empowered and extended. Well, I should say we're not gonna use it, but because yeah, but it's good. Actually, we might use it. I think no, everybody has belts. Yeah, it's not. We're not gonna use it. And I realize there's some golems over there, by the way. They're gonna kill us all. But they're going to have to wait until next episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.